Welcome everyone to the News Newsletter. I am Christine McIver. I am the owner and one of the hosts and producers here on the network. And I have my lovely co-producer with me, Milica Jelenic. And we have our our featured host, Candace Mau is in the house. Welcome, Candace.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited for you to be here too. So Candace, you have been on the network now. How long? Do you remember?
Like 6 months.
It's like I can't keep track of it all. So tell us about your show, the name of your show, and exactly what it's all about.
I'm so glad you asked. My show is Everyday Joy, and I have the joy of interviewing so many different people about how they find joy every day. So I can't believe it's been 6 months. It's been such an amazing journey, and I've learned so much. I've had so many great connections. It's just been amazing. It's been so fun. Definitely listen to the show if you haven't had a chance.
Yeah, you've done 26 episodes. I just checked.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know what I think so cool is you know, when you told me it was going to be called Everyday Joy, I'm like, oh, that's really cool, and I thought it was going to be a lot of your experiences, and your experiences are in there.
Mm-hmm.
All of the different people that you have engaged
Yep.
to come and talk. I mean, you've had 26 guests.
That's true.
That's phenomenal.
That's very true. I mean, it really is. It's been such a gift to be able to have such dynamic personalities and different people come on to chat about their experiences and share their joy with me.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's so fabulous in a world of a lot of crazy. It's wonderful to have so much joy being infused and being available for us to really tap into. I think that we miss that a lot in our world. We miss knowing that there is that out there, right? And that it's available for all of us. So I'm so glad that you're on the network and that you just keep infusing more joy in our world. So that's awesome.
I'm loving it.
All right, let's jump over to the network and see what's up this week for the week of, what is it, Milica? August
5th to 9th.
August 5th to the 9th. All right, cool. So you can check out for our featured host, Candace Mau's last week's show. So it was a tall answer in a tiny house. Now, I haven't had a chance to listen to that yet. And you had your guest, Claire Safer, is it?
Saphir, yeah.
Saphir. What was that show about?
Well, she is living in a tiny house, and the choice to kind of make that decision to be a modern nomad with her husband and she's a tall woman. She's really beautiful, and seeing her make that decision and how she's able to do that, bringing joy in such a tiny little box.
That's fascinating to me, really fascinating, because I like a lot of space. But it's fascinating. It's so cool that we have all these options, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You can, of course, come over and you can check out our 3 rotating columns down here for all of our archives. You can check out, you know, the radio shows that have been done, the TV shows, and any articles. We've got lots of resources. We now have close to 5,000 archives for people to come and listen to. I mean, how many, Milica, you're so fabulous with numbers. How many weeks, how many months, how many years would that take people to listen if they listen to one a day?
Oh, I do remember calculating that. If it was like one a day, I think it was 16 years about.
Yeah, we have a lot of resources for you people, so definitely come check it out. All right, so starting off our week Monday morning, we have the SOAR Experience, and Lori Hawkins is going to have Heather Reed on, and Heather is going to be talking about pain, parenting, and podiums, insights you can take anywhere. I love these guests that she has on there. There's oftentimes an amazing story around it, and then it brings it into how they marry that in their business and how it adds to their business. So it's always a very cool conversation with Lori Hawkins.
Cool. I just wanted to say I overestimated before we go on. It's actually 13.69 years. I calculated.
Thank you, Milica.
So next, we're talking about joy, vulnerability, and pizza with Jeannaline. And this week, her topic is what's right about me I'm not getting? A question I'm sure we've all asked. Usually the question goes more like, what's wrong with me? And so she'll be addressing that because that comes up a lot.
Yes. And don't forget that.
She has a book called Dating for Expats. I'm actually going to have her on my show at some point, likely in September.
Oh, really?
For Expats, the Fab, Hot, and Single Woman's Handbook to Find and Love.
It's a very cool book. It's a very cool book. I love, like, just right from the very first page, she pulled me in because she started to describe different places and what you could do in different places. I'm like, oh my God, I want to go visit. I want to go travel to these places. It's a really, really well-written book. Okay, then we have on Everyday Joy. So why don't you tell us about this show coming up, Candace?
Yes, I will. I am so excited. My guest, Lark Galley, she is coming on. She recently lost a child to suicide, and she is going to talk about the joy in loss and how she's found a new purpose through that and helping people connect with their families and themselves and how to grieve. So it's kind of an interesting, kind of the inside out version of joy and how you have to kind of play with sadness in order to see the full picture. So,
wow, that's beautifully put. That is beautifully put. I'm not going to forget that. Inside out joy. that is amazing. I'm sure it's going to be a dynamic show.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, then we have our parent whisperer, Mary Dravis-Parrish. She's going to be talking about responsible parenting. Responsible parenting. I just want to say that a few times. Mary it's just amazing to me, all the parenting tips and suggestions that this woman comes forward with. And, you know, whether you have a young child or you have adult children, you're still their parent, and they're still on some level you're parenting them. So it doesn't matter how old. It's a phenomenal show to check in with. And Mary also has a book called Empowered Parents, Empowering Kids. And you can get that, I believe, both physical and on Kindle. So do check out that amazingness that she's created. All right. This is definitely for you to pronounce, Milica.
I like it. Sprich mit Entitäten. And that's with guest Heiderose Scherer. It's going to be fun. It's going to be in German.
It's going to be in German. So Karina is amazing. Entiteiten. I think it's about entities. Do you think? Okay. That's so cool that you can get that, because I can't get that. Actually, look, it lets me cheat and translate. So we're going to see if Milica was right. Milica, you were right. That's cool. We've never done that part before. So Karina does her show in English and in German, so you can enjoy the show in more than one language, which is so, so cool. Then we have Financially Speaking with our financial whisperer, Kathy Cook-Noble. And this week she's talking about new job, new money. And it's not just about people who are just graduating. She really goes into a lot of different areas about what to do with your money as you move into a new job. Obviously, whether you've had no income or now you're gaining more income. And Kathy also is an author on the network, and she has written a book, All Ladies Should Use the F Word, A Guide to Loving Your Finances. She is so cool at what she does, man. It blows my mind. Who is this beauty?
It's me. The Many Purposes of Fantasies this week on the Pleasure Zone. And it may surprise you because there are very many purposes beyond just getting yourself off. You can use it for healing. You can use it for creating your life. If you listen in, you might surprise yourself.
And you might surprise somebody else in your life too. Fantasies, right? So cool. Milica, the way that you can see things is just such a gift to all of us. I love it. Thank you. All right. Then starting off our Wednesday morning, we have Musical Magic with Elfie Joe. And this week she's talking about Welcome to Elfie's World.
That's a great picture to represent that. That's like, it's so perfectly Elfie.
It is really Elfie. She always is up to some kind of shenanigans, of course, and her shows always have, you know, a lot of insight and a lot of beautiful music because she'll play different instruments during her show. So you get to enjoy that so much while you learn.
True story. And then we have, Is It Working? Are You Enjoying It? With Aideen T. Finola on In Pursuit of Truth. And she's one of our newer hosts, and she also has a book called My Exquisite Purple Life, which is phenomenal. I highly recommend getting the audio because her voice rocks. And it does. It's just like, wow, you want to listen to her again and again.
Yeah. Her voice, she has one of those beautiful voices that has you kind of stop and pause when she talks, right, Milica?
Yeah, absolutely. And so she's going to be talking about we've been socialized to judge our choices, and she'll be talking about that on hers. Is it working for you? Are you enjoying it?
Not. Nah. And then we have our friend Megan Silito this week is going to be doing her show, The Process of Becoming Rich. Megan knows a little bit about this, my friends. You definitely don't want to miss this show. She is so dynamic, and I love when she talks about money, honey.
That's probably a real picture of her own cash there that she
right? Probably was.
So the next one is Unstoppable with Lindy Chafin-Start, and she's our marketing maven especially with social media. And her episode this week is called Engage Consistently: How Creating a Podcast Can Grow Your Small Business. Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
right?
I wonder where somebody could have a podcast.
I wonder. And they have a live radio show.
Radio show, and they could write articles and like maybe even be on TV.
No way.
What? That's crack.
Get your crack here, peeps. All right. Then we have our beautiful Keisha Clark. This is such a fun topic. Change your underwear, change your life.
Absolutely.
And I mean, hey,
Grandma always said, she was like, you got to wear clean underwear just in case you end up in an accident, right?
Right.
And I was like, why? But you know what? At that life-changing moment of the accident, you want to have your clean underwear on. Think is relevance here. Change your underwear, change your life. If you have the clean underwear, no accident. Have dirty underwear, definitely.
I would think for the show type of shows that you do, you would want us to have clean underwear all the time.
Clean or no underwear. That is good.
Oh, wow. Then we have Dana Lewis from Luscious Leadership. She interviews lots of amazing women, and she has this Leading Lady series that she has been doing for a few years now. And her Leading Lady guest this week is Chutissa Bowman. And she is a super fan of Chutissa's, and I know it will be a fabulous show talking all about business. That's definitely her strong suit. So you don't want to miss out on that one.
Oh, who's that? It's Christine McIver. Look at her cute eyeballs. She's so cute. How to speak on social media to be heard. Christine is the queen of facilitating people on how to speak and be heard. So, you might want to listen. Are you trying to learn this online social media thing and feeling like you're not being heard? Yeah, like probably 99.8% of the people out there. So have a little listen.
Come on, girls and boys, come and play. I'm really in a theme of speaking. And I'm not sure where it's going, but it keeps wanting to grow and grow and grow. So I'm excited about this week's show too. So come on and play. Then we kick off our Friday morning with Bring Your Brilliance with Carla Taylor. Now, I know Carla's been summertime and she's been traveling and we don't have her show for next week, but she just did a show this past Friday all about branding 101. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was so good. I literally was producing it and I'm typing, out her quotes and I'm like, I got to come back and listen to this again. Because there was so much that she was really showing us how to be and how to show up. So Carla is fabulous at this branding piece. It's a biggie. It's a biggie.
And here's Miss Deborah Unipan on Awakening with Angels. And her show is called My Purpose, My Path, My Mission on Earth. Where do I buy it? It's a great question. Where do I buy my purpose? Well, I think she bought hers pretty direct from source when she was pretty little. So yeah, I think maybe we all buy it from there. It's hard to say, but we're going to find out. And they're guaranteed stories, guaranteed always.
There are stories. And of late, Dr. Deborah has really been turning up her, you better step up and listen.
Wow. And her sense of humor comes across even when she goes to kick your butt. Like, it's funny, and you're like, I just got my butt kicked.
I just got my butt kicked. Yeah, lots of us need our butts kicked. Then we go to Lisa Bennett, our space whisperer. She's going to be talking about creating joy with our spaces. Candace!
Joy in your spaces.
Candace, joy in spaces. I feel like you should be on there with her.
I love that topic. That is right up my alley. I'm going to listen in.
That'd be a good idea, right? And then closing out our amazing week is a potent I can't even talk. That picture is just like
radio host. I think you just got scared, Christine. It's okay. I've got this. Aggressive Dog Owner Anonymous with Dr. Andy Harper on Dr. Andy's World. Aggressive dog owners. If you sing that song to an aggressive dog, they just get confused and walk away.
They get
That's
confused.
true. Do not take my advice, but listen to Dr. Andy and find out what might be true.
What might be true. I think that's very, very cool. And you know what? You can listen to us on so many different platforms, in so many different places and spaces. Those platforms are growing. They're getting more and more robust. And this is just a sampling of all the different places where we're live streamed. We're live streamed on 32 different platforms. So if you have a smartphone, my friends, go to your favorite listening location, and you can check us out both while we're live, or you can check out all the different podcast locations. And you know what? You never have to miss a great call with any of our phenomenal hosts. So thank you, Candace, so much for being here. Thank you for creating all the joy on the network. I just absolutely adore you. Milica, as always, you're an amazing contribution. And to all the listeners, mwah, thank you so much. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.